Hey, this is Romaric from Qovery. I'm super excited to announce that we have launched our first AI agent that is completely open source and help companies to migrate their workload from Heroku to AWS, GCP, Azure in no time. And that's a very massive issue that we are solving here because we have seen hundreds of companies like struggling to do those migrations, delaying those migrations for many reasons. I explain actually all of them like into these articles that you can just review. And here now, what you need to keep in mind is that it's possible just to migrate your workload uh, in no time with a budget of zero with that AI agent. And this AI agent is completely open source, so you can just review and see exactly how it works. Under the hood, we use Cloud AI API. Okay, so basically just to generate the different configuration file. And we also use Qovery to bring like the Qovery experience, the Heroku-like experience, if you want, on top of your cloud account. And what I want just to show you is how it works. So I'm using the web interface, but just keep in mind that you also have like access to a CLI. So the project is in ongoing way, but basically you can install the CLI and do exactly everything from the CLI or even like the web interface that you can just run locally. And what I want to show you is that when you get started, so basically the only thing that you need, so picking the source, so the workload that you have where from where you want just to move that, and the destinations where you want the configurations that you want to generate just to migrate that workload. So here I'm just gonna pick Heroku to AWS. And to do that, so the Qovery Migration AI agent needs just to get access to the different applications in a read-only manner. So it's all explained. You can review the code, but basically it's just getting all the different information and making sure that the configurations that will be generated reflect exactly what you already have. So here, I'm just gonna put my API key here and run the process of doing that migration. So what happened on the hood is that we do generate like all the configurations files, and you will see that it's like Terraform files. And we have also some different other artifacts like a cost estimation. So we know exactly even like before running any migrations, exactly what's going on, what's going to happen. So we can just review all the different files, but also knowing about the cost, how much this technical stack is going to cost on the cloud provider of my choice, which is like a very common questions that people have when they do migrate and run their migration. And just to show you the configurations that I have on Heroku, so basically I have a project with two stages. So one stage is a staging environment with two applications and a production one with two applications. I even have like some databases, so Postgres, Redis databases that they were provided through the add-on system. So here I have my add-ons. Okay, and I've set up also like some environment variables and so on and so forth. So basically, we have like a fully configured like application and set of applications that they're running into one specific project with different stages that are going to be just migrating off Heroku to AWS. And for that, so just let me go back here. So the migrations like generation files are like in process. It can take like a few seconds to a few minutes depending on the technical stack, but it should be done like in just a few moments now. So let's wait. Okay, that's right. So let's open my archive that has been like created. So basically, if I look into it, what I can see is like different files. So I got my main.tf file, different Docker files. So people that are coming from Heroku or different past platforms, they might use like build packs and not Docker. And here we do generate like the configuration file. There is a README file, so explaining exactly everything, so how things work and how you can just basically use all of that. We don't assume that you're familiar with Terraform. So here Terraform is the tools that we use just to spin up since Qovery support Terraform in a native way. You can use Terraform just to spin up the full infrastructure and the components. And the really interesting part here is that you can just also take a look at, okay, how much it's gonna cost. So here, this is like the monthly estimated like a cost that you get. So you get like a certain breakdown. So obviously it's depending on your technical stack. And we do explain also like in terms of, okay, is it recommended for your workload just to be migrated? It really depends obviously of the features that you might need and your business. So we do all of that. So we'll generate this report just like to try to also explain. So that's basically what a consulting firm will do. Just like explain what are like the pros and the cons of just migrating the workload, but then you can take your own decisions and you have all the different elements in mind. If we looked at the configuration file, so here we can see that we have all our different applications. So basically, we are using the Qovery Terraform provider, creating a cluster, so which is a Kubernetes managed clusters by Qovery, the project, which is exactly the same name as the project that you have on Heroku, the environment, which is production environment. So here we are putting some resources inside this production environment. You see, everything is configured like the Redis, the Postgres database, and even if you look at the applications that they are declared, you will see that they are exposed publicly, so automatically managed by Qovery, and also the environment variables, you see, are injected in a proper way. And there is no secrets that they are injected here. The secrets are available, so they must be like just set once you run this Terraform script inside the variables like .tf file. So you see, it's done like in a very proper way. You even have the custom domain since you can manage and configure everything from Qovery directly on AWS with that Terraform provider. So you see, so if you do execute that script, it will work. Just you can review it, you can just modify the different stuff that you want, and it just worked at the end. It will work. So yes, that's it for me. I hope you enjoy that. The project again is fully open source, so feel free just to take a look at it, how it works, and just suggest like your improvements if you have any. One other element that I wanted just to say is that here all that configuration has been tested, so it works. You have the guarantee that it works because also again the tool just validates that everything works properly before just giving you access like to the archive. So yes, I hope you enjoyed and have a great day and thanks for like watching. Bye.